Alright, so we are going to wrap things up here today with some more deep monsters. For those that aren't familiar or are newer to this game, the deep is a mechanic where your cards get more powerful, or in this case, in Nautilus's case, they level up when you hit deep status, and deep is when there are 15 or fewer cards left in your deck. So for example, this turns into a 7-drop that is a 13/13, has tough and fearsome, and makes all your monster allies cost 4 less. Now, how do we achieve the deep? There is a mechanic called toss in this game, which obliterates X non-champion cards from the bottom of your deck. So toss is basically a self-mill mechanic that explicitly does not get rid of your most powerful cards, which are your champions, which is sweet. So let's go ahead and pop on into some ladder matches here with this. We played this one once before, and it was a lot of fun. See how it feels the second time through. What's up? You want to do zombie mode? Did you make it go in zombie mode? Okay, I can't help you, but I'll be out in just a minute, okay? This hand's actually pretty good. I think we actually keep all of these, huh? We have this as an enabler to get started. This is a fine turn 3 play. Thank you for the stream title update. Comes into play. It needs 3 of our cards. See the little pop-up there because we've now tossed some cards here. I agree, Destructius. They almost assuredly made toss mill from the bottom to eliminate those feel-bads of, oh, I was gonna draw that good card and now I don't. Bigger. And I actually think that's incredibly smart on their part.
You started without me.
We're gonna play the Hunters and just Challenger their 3/3 here. Yeah, that's true too. They also have cards that buff or like put things explicitly into the top of your deck. So if you're playing things that toss, you don't explicitly screw with those, which is nice. Oh, that's true too. Milling from the top would increase the rate at which you see your champions, which is like really a super meaningful thing, right? So by explicitly tossing from the bottom, you make it so you don't help people find their champions faster. And honestly, like, it's refreshing to see them realize those interactions are going to be a thing. Whereas, like, those of us who experience Magic the Gathering designs play a game where they don't realize Saheeli and Felidar Guardian are going to be standard legal at the same time. So it's nice. It's a nice change of pace, really, if you think about it. I think I'm just Grasp of the Undying. They're 3/3 here. This has Tough, so it doesn't kill that. Elise often trades 2 for 1. Turn 2, she often trades for their 3/1 or 3/2 a generated token. Mid-game, she helps you go wide because she has Fearsome, which is a small form of evasion. She threatens to level up. Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. She just, like, often just trades 1 for 1 and doesn't do much. Like, there's definitely, like, while she only costs 2 mana, playing something like that in your champion slot's an opportunity cost, because it means you're not playing a different champion. So this is just a 3-3. Alright, we're gonna meet you. Obliterate, enemy with less health than me. I think I'm actually gonna go ahead and Maokai here, and then on their turn we can Sea Monster to kill this.
Get bloody, get paid.
Yeah, that's why we're playing Legends of Runeterra again today, Toxic Flame. Well, that's super unfortunate. I guess summoning a Spiderling doesn't even do anything against this, right? I think we're just in here. It's like open attacks and kill us.
The winter.
Not again.
Don't stand in my way.
Do you still blanket attack with Spiderling? Okay, so it still counts as blocking, it just doesn't deal damage. That makes sense. You can always find my current rank in chat by typing out !rank. We keep that command regularly updated.
What's that noise? No, 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 no.
I think we're just banking mana for now. I guess I could deal one to this and like trade one for one with this basically, or trading down on resource efficiency there. That's probably still fine. Just want to like keep the board clean for now. Their hand size limit this game. I believe it's 10, and the hand size limit, the hand size limit is like Hearthstone in that you simply can't draw more cards when you reach it. Hey, thanks for the 5 months, Nocti. I appreciate the continued support. Welcome back. If I kill this, do I deny them the cards? If I kill their thing in response, do they get denied the cards here? Yes. It's weird after watching Runeterra, Jeff. I needed more, so I went to watch some other YouTube videos. It's weird how often they use the eye when you basically never use it, and I've never really found a use for it in gameplay. I wonder if that's just coming from a magic thing, where visualizing the outcome is something I automatically do. Yeah, that's fair, Comreth. People in chat kept poking me like, Jeff, do you know what the eye does? Jeff, do you know what the eye does? And like, I highlight it occasionally now just to make a point, but like, yeah, a lot of the time, I don't need this. Like, the combat map in this game is actually incredibly straightforward compared to Magic, because only being one-to-one reduces permutations of what could happen by a lot. The eyeball basically just has the computer. It shows you what all the combat math is going to be, assuming it resolves with no changes.
Nothing escapes my watch. Fell into
So for example, when I do this, I can hold over the eye and it shows me both of these things are going to die. So it says, hey, if combat happens like this, these are trading.
better than eating.
You can use the eye to see what Kalista is going to revive without checking history. Sure, that sounds like a very useful and practical application for it. Hey! Cedrist, the Entertainer King, thank you for the brand new tier 1 sub. I really appreciate that. Welcome to Glandia. You're having a good one wherever you're at. As someone who likes to farm data, Cedrist, I'm curious, are you someone who is normally one of my magic folks, or are you someone that's been here explicitly from Runeterra? Or maybe a little bit of both is probably possible as well. I think I want to keep his health total high. I'm gonna slide this out in front of here and block.
Alert the village.
So whenever we play an ally, this makes a sapling, which lets us hook something. So next turn's gonna be pretty reasonable for us. Magic originally, love the content and how you use your platform. Definitely interested on what's going on in Runeterra, enjoying the break. Awesome, thanks and welcome. Good to have you around. So we play out the Thorny Toad here, which tosses 2 and then gives us this, and then we can hook this 4/3 and then have it die to Withering Rail, which is great.
Lovely day for a battle.
I used to watch Magic and got bored with it, and I've been giving my Prime to Runeterra streamer. I plan on sending it your way if you keep up with Runeterra. Yeah, we're not gonna be, so... Transparency on my plans, obviously. Magic's my full-time job and pays my bills, so... I don't intend to stop doing Magic content and all Runeterra content once Wizards finally patches their crap, but I'm not planning to stop doing Runeterra content altogether. Hey, Sky Zero, thanks for the sub gift. I appreciate that. Yeah, this card's very good. I mean, having a little bit of drain here will be great. So I think I actually want to just deploy this Thorny Toad here ASAP, because these heal me when they die, and also getting this down now will let me create a sapling here before they get into combat, which is good. Well, that's terrifying. So all of these are 4/2s. Ha. Now I kind of wish I would have double Withering Wailed here. Yeah, they're fearsome. I think we're dead, huh? Right? Because I'm gaining 3, but I'm gonna take 1 here. So if I hadn't played this, I would have been able to. If I hadn't played the 2-drop, I would have been able to double deal 1 there and clear those out. So if maybe that's better. Yeah, I plan to not even take money to play Standard anymore, Calm Breaths. The 2 Standard sets we did where I took money to play in that event over the weekend, those ended up not being particularly good content, I agree. I was like, playing Standard is just like so god-awful in Magic, and I don't expect their bans to change that, and we're just gonna be solidly off of the stain. That's a great mulligan here. That's great too. Got a good solid 1, 2, 3, 4 curve here now. play good games. I mean, I try not to play bad games. Now, I think we're going to be done after Deep Monsters today. Assuming Wizards of the Coast actually patches their stuff tomorrow, I plan to do a long Magic stream since I haven't done Magic in almost a week because Wizards of the Coast. So. I'm going to do a shorter day today and get some stuff done around the house.
I will play my part.
This is elusive, so we can't block it. Take our lick. This is lifesteal, which will help buffer our life total a little bit here, which is nice. Do I plan to revisit standard after rotation? Yes.
It's too late for you. Master.
When Magic standard formats are good, they tend to be great. They just like standard hasn't been consistently good. Solved standard in Magic hasn't been good since War of the Spark released, in my opinion. Basically every standard format that's settled since Wizards released War of the Spark has been bad, in my opinion.
Order, entropy, a never-ending cycle.
Wonder if they have a second one, so they just let me kill this for no value here.
Added to the bug list.
Wizards postponed their own release of preview cards, but still has partners previewing cards. Yeah, that's probably because they postponed their release because their software wasn't ready. That would be my estimation.
Worth at least twice as much.
You assume any release previews are scheduled tweets. Yeah, it was a scheduled update too, but they could undo. You could undo schedules.
Answers, I have them.
Yeah, they did have another Heimer here. Maybe I'm supposed to just wait and like hold mana for this. I don't know. They get like one or two things out of him here, but we get to Deep Sea Monster at least. So this guy says anytime they play a spell, they summon a turret.
Rain from a cloudless sky.
Thankfully, most of these turrets are X1s, so my deal 1 to everything and deal 1 here will be pretty good.
Experimentation for optimal outcomes.
Rummage is interesting. Zazu, thank you for the 1.5 years. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around.
Launches at record velocities.
All right.
We'll see who feasts tonight.
Y'all, all 3 of the robots they made here were 1 toughness, so Withering Whale will be really good here.
Grasping claws.
So I'll put this here, and then this will kill all their stuff. Maybe it's right to just trade in combat to like play around to deny here. Does have a stack and blocking. Yeah, but they're both a little bit different than Magic. Okay. You can clap my thing. Okay, sweet. So they killed my thing, but this is about to happen here.
Raindrops.
Yep. Alright, sweep your board. So spells that are fast or slow can be responded to. Spells like this one that have burst, if I scroll back up here, cannot be responded to. It's an important distinction to be aware of. They played that out. Alright, I'm just gonna do this and get my 6 life steal on. One card off of going deep here. I do not. This is not sponsored Runeterra content. This Runeterra content is sponsored by viewers like you.
If I must.
So something that's good to note here is your Nexus can only have 20 life, so you can't lifelink above 20.
Vi stands for violence.
That's a biggin. I mean, not only is it unethical to have sponsored content and not have it posted somewhere, it's also illegal. Normally this is the part where I say most first world countries have laws against doing sponsored content and not making it clear that it's sponsored, but I think it's potentially up for debate that the US is currently a first world country. Certainly doesn't feel that way of the late. Sea monsters have fearsome, give enemies -2 attack. So again, one of the decisions you have to make in this game is, do you want to deploy monsters or attack right away? If I deploy a monster before attacking, they get a chance to deploy a unit. I think that's probably a worthwhile exchange, because this means they have to have something to not die here. Recall a unit. Rude. So if they don't have a trick here for my 10-8, they have to trade off their, they have a barrier here. Life stealing barrier. Rough. It's a pretty tough nut to crack. Oh, wait, I can do this, right? No, I can't. Does barrier stop? Tough stops it, right? She's tough. Does Vile Feast work? Vile Feast will get rid of the barrier. Alright, let's find out.
Boom!
Sick. Okay. Them gaining 10 really sucks, but the fact that we got rid of their violence is great for us here, obviously.
Eminently logical.
Eminently logical. Well, poop.
Full blast!
Need to find a payoff here. Are there any other cards in these colors that my deck is playing that, like, draw to? Does anybody know offhand? Because we have the toss to draw to. If I'm tossed, instead draw me. What? What did they... Maybe they had a real life thing come up? Yeah, is there just sack something to draw to? I don't know. I don't know if that's good enough. This scheduled maintenance move for Magic Arena means they have to reschedule one of the LATAM Magic events that were supposed to happen tomorrow morning. Oh, Watsy. What are they? Alright, so they're playing Burn, so I want this Vile Feast. I think I'm mulliganing both of these, though. The 8-drop's a real bad draw. The Grasp is a pretty okay draw. Maybe I was supposed to mulligan this.
No one's the wiser.
That's a stellar draw, so we get to curve 2, 3, 4, 5 here now.
This'll shake 'em. Damn it. I have my orders.
It feels good to be on the side of a deck that has an okay aggro matchup after playing Fizz yesterday, just getting dumpstered by Bird like 3 matches in a row. If they want to trade these here, we're more than okay with that. What's happening with Arena right now that you're talking about fixing? I'm out of the loop. So, Wizards, a week ago Monday, Wizards of the Coast announced that some type of ban list and rules changes were going to happen this past Monday. Then they announced those changes, but they announced that those changes wouldn't get implemented on Magic Arena until Thursday today, and then today they pushed it back to tomorrow. So we effectively haven't been able to play a meaningful Magic format on Magic Arena for almost 2 weeks now.
Everything's in place. Behind ya.
You get 100 XP for a win, 50 for a loss, and you get bonus for the first few wins each day. No.
Noxus lives on.
The Blessed Isles live through me.
You can also get extra depending on your active region. That's interesting. Alright, so we like 100% are just Withering Wailing here, right? Do I wail or do I wait to see if they play more stuff out? I could just play this and bank 2 spell mana. I think I like that.
done yet.
You should be an avid devourer of your content 9 to 12 months ago. I developed a love of magic. My wallet hated it. Needed to prioritize my life, so I uninstalled and stopped following the temptation. Things are fine now, but I wanted to say hi and hope that you're well. Hey, Boondock. Hope life is life. The world's a little crazy. Glad to hear you're doing all right.
No one's the wiser.
Don't die like I did, chat. Nexus is not an ally. Yep. So we are 7 cards off of hitting the deep.
Where's my axe?
I'm gonna go ahead and just do this now, I think. They only have 2 cards left. Is there a way to dust cards you own that you don't plan to play? I have no idea. You cannot dust cards. Okay.
Life triumphs for once.
I actually think that's a good thing. I think that's one thing Magic Arena got right. In a way, letting people turn their cards into tiny percentages is it's a little bit predatory in a way. It like encourages people to make bad decisions long term for short term gains. Yeah, when you pull forth copies of things, they get turned into a resource that you can turn into something else. Is Withering Nexus good against the average Misfortune deck? Do they have a lot of X1s? We're definitely mulliganing this. The Dredgers are great. The Dredgers are great. I feel like I want to mulligan that too.
Give me the stuff! Stuff make happy!
Give me the stuff make happy.
Nothing like the stink of
You really get me, and you get capitalism, Dredgers. Give me the stuff make happy. Words to live by, really. Big mood. Big mood. Here's a question. Do I play Dredgers here as a blocker, or do I save it to play after this? It's probably just right to play the blocker out and trade, right? It's probably too cute to save this, so I'll just use my resources. We're likely playing against other decks that are tiered Jukeboxer because this game's incredibly accessible. Unlike games that look to be predatory and harness your gambling addiction to get you what you want, you could just build the cards you want directly while the free-to-play also being generous.
No prey, no pay. Bang.
I'm just gonna go ahead and grasp the Undying here. And then next turn I can go Maokai into Devour the Depths after that. Oh no. Oh, well. Well, poop. All right, that's a great draw.
So small, but
That is a great draw. What does the deep mean? The deep refers to if your deck has 15 or fewer cards in it. It's kind of like a weird variation of threshold.
I'll hunt them where they breed.
going harvesting. Where the trash?
Your head will make a fine trophy.
You self-milled at huge bodies. Yes, exactly. So putting this down to 2 health means I can potentially devour the depths to kill it next turn. That's a good observation, comrades. Because of the heal, we should have waited.
Stand and fight.
It says overwhelm, so it's gonna trample over. I'm pretty far away from being deep here, right? So I think we just do this, and then next turn I can go Maokai into 2-drop and then hook this in combat.
These isles will be cleansed.
Bounty Boy knows me name. Nothing like the stink of blood and sweat.
I have Withering Wail here. I'm actually gonna attack with all of these, because if they want to bounce off of these, Withering Wail kills them, and if they don't want to bounce, I get to, 5 cards off of, 5 cards off of going deep. So this will toss us 2 off of this. It's a really good open attacks. Yeah, combat tricks are a big part of this game, which is actually part of why I enjoy it. And you can see here, the eye tells me if I do this, this is going to transform, which is not great for me.
I have learned patience.
If I target this here, now all their stuff will die. So that sounds good. And obviously they could have a trick here to change this outcome, but I'm gonna get to gain a bunch of life with these drains here, so that's good. This plays into a second Sejuani. Can you explain how it plays into that? Because I don't understand. Help me learn. Second Sejuani is a Fury spell. What does that mean?
Get bloody, get paid.
It's +4, +4, +4. Okay, it's the burst +4, +4. There you go. We actually haven't seen this animation yet.
All will drown.
Into the deep. Whee!
look if you work, run if you don't.
Drag them down.
Ooh, got some fighting ya.
Oh, I could have attacked with this to kill them, right? Yeah, whatever. I'll be okay. Hooking powder keg prevented lethal.
Friends, though.
Destroy me when you cast a spell. Oh, it can't block. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. That was the part I wasn't paying attention to.
There you are. Life eternal.
So when this guy levels up, he obliterates, leaving 4 non-champion cards in their decks. They have 4 cards left now. Hey, look, they're also deep.
The depths take you.
The depths take you. If I die to this elusive monster, I totally deserve it.
Life starts small.
When your library is empty, you lose the game in this game.
Seek vengeance.
For reference, their deck going deep indicates that they have a card that uses the mechanic. Otherwise, it would not play that deck animation. That's really good to know. At that, we got a prize, chat. Once more into the deep. We're definitely mulliganing these. I think we're supposed to keep Withering Wail against a Teemo deck. Is it possible I'm supposed to pitch the salvage here as well? I think it is. I think I'm just supposed to look for, like, my 1, 2, and 3 drops here. Hey, 1778ers. Thanks for the 2 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Wow! Look at that, chat. Just like we drew it up.
Give me the stuff. Stuff make happy.
Stuff make happy! Give me the stuff! Stuff make happy!
Size doesn't mean everything.
Look at how lonely he is! Look at how lonely he is! He's so sad, chat! He's just a lonely porro looking for love. Okay, so I think we're banking mana this turn so we can Withering Wail next turn. It's actually very possible that I was supposed to not play my 2-drop on 2 so I could do this turn.
There's enough for everyone.
Yes, he turns into a Jubilant Poro from a Lonely Poro when another Poro comes into play. Really good attention to detail. 49 months of feeding the children. Thanks, Philly. Welcome back. Open on this and see what they do.
I love the smell of mushrooms in the morning.
Getting very punished here for not playing this a turn sooner. Oh, it's not great for us. So this thing doubles the puff caps in our deck every turn. Wow, kind of surprised to see them trade here. Yeah, I do at least have an elusive sea monster I can put out. That is true. Get shroomed. Teemo is going the distance. He's going ball speed. He's all alone in the time of need. Please play a monster before you attack. Fluff everywhere. Draw 2 Poros. Fluff everywhere. So elusives can block elusives.
Trust me, they add up.
And toss, eliminate mushrooms. Let's find out. Well, it didn't there. I imagine it can. Alright, do I Withering Wail here now? Do I Withering Wail or do I Sea Monster? I could Sea Monster and try and tag Teemo with that. They have a number of combat tricks. Let's see about getting Sea Monster down here is... Yeah, this beats the +2 defense. I could attack first, fair. I have tossed 7 in hand, and I'm 10 away at the moment. So I don't think I'm going to offer this trade here just yet, because this is going to draw a card as well. So we're getting relatively close to getting deep. Some pickup. So we'll be 8 off of going deep next turn. And these are 7, so on my next turn I'll be deep.
pain is nothing.
I can barely keep up.
Okay. So probably put this here, shoot this here. We'll take 2, 3. This is going to transform. But we're going to get to play Nautilus next turn as deep.
Oh, I missed you too. Where'd they go off to?
If you jettison and have Thorntoad die, you go deep, right? Yes, actually, that's a good observation. If I queue this up first, these will hit deep beforehand, and then that won't kill it. They need to sequence in a way where they hook this.
The Winter's Claw endures.
First time, I see you damage enemy next to each round. Alright, sure.
Stand and fight.
Okay, so this ordering is better for them. I think we're still ahead here. I feel like we're still ahead. So if I do this and I do this and this, I could jettison here, and then when this dies, we'll go deep, which means that this will be big enough to eat this. Oh, the blockers don't deal damage because he tramples first. Okay. And when he hits me... Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so I shouldn't have blocked here because I wasn't aware of how that interaction was going to play out. Okay. Man, the puff caps with Sujani here are, like, really good. Yeah, opponent's deck is sweet. There's four puffers left in my deck. Yeah, Sujani here notably says, the first time I see you, damage the Nexus.
Drag them down.
What have Poros done to you?
We are not that close to Flip Mao, unfortunately. These are burst spells. Oh! Oh, so if I do this, it just shuffles this away, right? It's pretty good.
I will tend this garden.
That's great.
That is so precious. I am
Part of the fluff. Combine all of our poros into a fluff poros. Excuse me? That's fine though, right? Bye, friend. Well,
Danger pays.
Give them life eternal.
I think we're gonna just Sea Monster over Devourer of the Depths. Our deck has 10 cards, their deck has 4 cards after he got done with it.
3, 4.
Here's a big one.
You are cute, and I want to kiss your tiny face, but I will not.
You are cute, and I want to kiss your tiny face, but I will not. The fact that the cards interact with each other is just so excellent.
I assumed it was funny because I heard it upstairs.
When they played out the Poro,
Yeah.
she said, "You are cute, and I want to kiss your face, but I will not."
Show them our teeth.
Jake, they grow up so fast. They grow up so fast.
Speaking of grown-ups,
Look at you, you learned how to work the coffee pot. You're such a big boy, Michael.
Better than eating.
Here's a mystery man. That's Andrew. Andrew's staying with us for the next little bit because he's gonna hang out. He's gonna hang out with the children when Christy eventually goes into labor.
And so Life springs anew.
Yeah, he has a work from home job. Internet people exist in the real world. They do. They do, in fact. It's Michael. Michael is actually responsible for the reason why I stream Magic the Gathering. It was his idea to go to the first Magic tournament we ever went to.
I tire of what
And the rest is kind of history from there. I'm gonna try and trade here. Phantom of Eric, thanks for the 5 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you're at. Yep. So close to being able to kill with this. I think I'm gonna do this anyways to kill their 3-1 and gain a little bit of life. Andrewd is his username. Michael is his given name. And he's family. Mike's family. Shuffle 2 treasures into your deck. You love to see it, chat.
He told me about this one.
I like treasure.
Give them room to
Let's see if we can dodge a puff cap here. I gave Runeterra a try for the first time yesterday. Wow, the exhibition mode's addictive, and I can keep playing it for free. Not bad at all. It's not bad in the slightest. If they had ordered it the other way, they could have frostbitten your Nautilus to save their port. Oh, yeah, one of those instances where the which thing you attack with first really matters. Am I mythic yet? We are not, Matthew. Matthew, this is gonna shock you, but not all of the decks I've been sent to play have been good. That's my fault. Sorry, don't apologize. It's okay. I'm probably supposed to mulligan at least one of those. Not familiar with the second champion, Haircom, and what type of deck that usually represents.
Where are you?
Could be something aggressive, could be something more mid-rangey. Hey, look at that, we grew. They're an aggro deck. Okay, if they're an aggro deck, I probably should have tossed my other salvage.
No.
Skitter out from the darkness.
Yeah, always, Kuma. I don't know that I have really any changes to make here. This deck's pretty well established. Yeah, some people play a leasing control as well. That I'm aware of. I guess we're just bursting here. Okay. That's not a terrible pickup. It means we can go Maokai into Thorny Toad next turn. Yeah, I mean, like, me saying this deck feels reasonable isn't just me playing it once, Shiny. Like, if you look at all the, like, the tier lists and stuff that people have put up for this game, like, it's pretty high up there on all of those as well. That's a fantastic pickup. Lifesteal. Lifesteal is super strong here. I think we're actually going to go ahead and play the lifesteal out before we play the Maokai.
I must get out of here.
Hush now.
Although, if they're opening on attacks, maybe I lead on Maokai then. Yeah, I think if they open attacks, since this isn't going to be able to block this turn, I do lead on Maokai. So that way when I play this, I can create a hook.
The Isles will bloom again.
Deal 2 damage to me and summon a powder monkey. Weird.
Protect our grove. I tire of waiting.
Mogwai has tried unbelievably hard to get Monkey Idol to work, and it mostly hasn't. I mean, it seems good with Phantom Prankster. Who are we hooking here? It's a real shame I don't have my deal 1 to everything card at the moment. Do I, like, hook this, assuming I'm gonna draw the deal 1 at some point?
I have learned.
I could hook the monkey, so it makes one less of these over time. Yeah, Prankster's gotta go eventually. I agree with that assessment. And I don't want to attack here, because this is ephemeral, so it's gonna go away eventually anyways. I'm gonna go ahead and play Thorny Toad out here, so that way they can't open on attacks very profitably.
Oh, yes. She does love music.
So we'll end turn, this'll deal 1 to us, and this'll deal 1 to us. We're going to 11. Really need to draw my deal 1 to everything, gain 3 life card here. That one. That's the one, chat. Card games are easy. Shot stat is called. No.
Bite.
Stop pre-recording your streams, right?
Be gone, thief.
So I'm lining up blocks here, just in case this doesn't work. Was it good for you, opponent? It was good for me. I care about you, though, so I want to make sure it was good for you, too.
You'll fight or you'll swim.
So we are 6 cards off of the deep. So that means we're gonna go deep this turn. We'll play Nautilus out here, which will do 2, and then I have Jettison to go deep at any point.
Blighted lands.
You can always see my current rank by typing !rank in chat. We keep that regularly updated.
One candle for every soul.
When I'm summoned, revive the strongest dead allied champion. Okay. Why am I hooking the 4/4? Why don't I just, like, eat the 3/1? Yeah, this seems fine, right? Oh, if they don't do anything, I needed to... Oh, they block. Sure. Sure. Oh, yeah, maybe I'm supposed to take their challenger. Yeah, I needed to toss before there. That's fine. They blocked, so it didn't matter. If they hadn't blocked here, I wouldn't have done anything.
All will drown.
Yeah, luckily they blocked. All worked out.
My time.
It is. You're not wrong. It's the second time I've forgotten to toss ahead of time. It's the second time they blocked me anyways. You'll love to see it. There's more production value in that one not animation than in the entire arena client. You're not wrong, Bob. You're just also not supposed to say that.
There you are. The depths take you.
And Matt, were you here earlier? I had someone respond to one of my Runeterra tweets with, "You shouldn't be negative about Magic, Jeff. It's bad for the game."
Weak-willed fool.
Like, well, maybe Wizards of the Coast should mess up less, and then that would be good for the game. Am I just passing? Yeah, I think I'm just passing that we're gonna attack next turn, right? Magic's doing a good enough job at being bad for Magic right now. I like 3 Maokai. We started with the list that had 2, and in my experience, like, obviously his spell's not good in situations like this, but in situations like this, you're generally already ahead in my experience. So I like having more enablers, and Maokai's definitely, his spell is an enabler, and he's an enabler himself, right?
The seas awaken.
Well, and we've talked about this on stream before, but like part of the reason why the Magic community takes their game so personally is Magic's really expensive, right? So like there's a lot of people who are like super invested, and not only in terms of time but also money. And when you invest that much into something, when someone criticizes it, it's easy for it to feel personal. Like, you know, when someone says, "Oh, I don't like this thing you just spent $3,000 on," they're like, "Oh, you're telling me I'm stupid for how I spent my money." When they're like, that isn't the case, right? How's the game survive? I really like this game. We've actually streamed this a little bit every day for like the last 6 days now. It's been a lot of fun. Genuinely good game and refreshing. Magic isn't a card game, it's a long-term investment. There are a lot of people that treat it that way. A lot of people that treat it that way. Both of these are great against an aggro deck. I think we're gonna mulligan these two. Try and find some other cheaper cards. Fantastic. So just like 4 enablers here in our opener. Basically everything we're looking for. There's a Maokai. Snap it off. Yes, for people who are my regulars, we've had sub-only chat off for the last 2 days while playing Runeterra, and it hasn't been a smoldering dumpster fire, so that's nice. When we go back to streaming Magic tomorrow, I'm planning to turn sub-only chat back on for Magic, because, well, Magic, but I think for Runeterra, we're gonna plan to leave it off until it becomes an issue. Part of that too is difference too is the fact that like we have a little bit more viewers for Magic on average, and when audiences get bigger, they tend to be more obnoxious on average. In trial of whether or not I spend my money poorly, this will be Exhibit A. Thanks for the 350, Niv. I'm just offended plebs can get timeouts. I pay for that privilege. I forgot to mention that. I need to make a point to mention that I have some only chat off when we're playing Runeterra. So we get to play this here, and then with this, and again, this is something I just love about the design of this game in general, is I didn't make any plays for my first 2 turns, but I'm not gonna lose that mana. We've banked that mana into spell mana here. Oh, you're helping me get deep. I appreciate you, opponent. I appreciate you.
Who's on top of the bounty board today?
I'm done taking standard submissions. In my opinion, I made a mistake agreeing to take standard submissions and play in the arena open. I was miserable playing in the arena open, and it showed that I was miserable while I was playing, and I should have just skipped the event. We're gonna play Maokai out here and get him going. At least I didn't pay for 7 rebuys, ain't that the truth? How did I do on Sunday? I went 2-2. The game's just like, they're just not fun. Magic, I haven't really enjoyed Magic standard format since War of the Spark released.
The Blessed Isles live through me.
Like, yeah, that's just how I feel. It's sad to think about, but like, sans obviously like that 2 weeks of like glimmer of hope, anything could be possible. Like, once the crushing weight of reality set in each of these formats, I just haven't enjoyed them since War of the Spark happened. Why won't they ban Teferi? I have no idea. I have no idea. Getting this hooked by hired gun's a pretty big beating here. We're not gonna get to generate any value here when they open on attacks. Wait, what? Oh, they think they can just aggro me here? Oh, honey. Oh, honey. They should definitely be killing Maokai here.
Protect our grove.
$21 cards left. This is going through 4 of them. This is going through 4 of them. So we're gonna hit the deep next turn.
I'm not greedy. My friends, though.
Woo! Actually, I want to hold this to trigger him cheaply next turn, and this is a spell mana, so we'll just pass back. There's no reason to play this burst spell right now. Man, hitting the deep before turn 7 is wild. actually, if I... How are they going to kill Maokai? They made him vulnerable with Hired Gun, and this 4-5 could have eaten him.
I have learned patience.
The music kind of reminds me of Ori and the Blind Forest. So, fun fact, the music in this game changes based on what game board you have purchased, which is great. This game has both the most... This game has both the most friendly free-to-play and pay-to-play economies of any digital card game out there. It's incredibly refreshing.
Son of a...
Looking for trouble? It found you.
Do I want to play the Dredger so I have an extra blocker for if they open on attacks next turn? I think so. That is a great draw. If they don't open on attacks here, that's good for us. Let's play this and kill Misfortune here.
Always forward.
I'm summon a random cost. Granted scout, sure. Maokai is 4 off of flipping.
Boys.
Do you lose with no cards left? Yes. Oh, there are only 2 non-champions to toss. Awkward.
The forest.
So toss explicitly does not toss champions. Yeah, so when the ephemeral dies, the next one will happen, right? And then we'll get to nuke their deck. You lose the game if you go to draw and do not have cards in your deck. So my deck right now is... When I level up, copy 4 tossed allies. That costs 4 and put them in your deck, sure. Yeah, so we put some creatures back in with Nautilus here.
Ready, Rex? Not yet. Go to go.
Cast Cannon Barrage 7 times on randomly targeted enemies. RN, Jesus, take the wheel. This is awesome. That, like, what even is that? Buy the pirate board. Sounds good, Billy.
Together at last. Pull them under.
Look, Rex. Lunch.
The artwork in this game is so good. It's so good. All right, 3 cards left in deck.
No prey, no pay.
The old 6 mana. The old 6 mana fling. Alright, that was gonna be my last one, but Philly donated for me to get the sea shanty board, and I feel like I can't buy the board and then not play a game with it. The slaughter docks, right? This is the sea shanties board. All right, one more with the monster, shall we? Change to the slaughter docks here. Play the deep monsters on the slaughter docks. Feels fitting. Feels fitting. Alright, playing against Burn here most likely. It's so good. That's so good.
I have my orders.
Give me the stuff. Stuff make happy.
Stuff make happy.
This'll shake 'em. Boom.
No.
No, no, no! You wouldn't have to be a pleb. You've got that Twitch Prime logo there next to your name, YZ. Gives you a free sub every single month. You can no longer be a pleb at no extra cost to yourself. Lord knows Bezos doesn't need that $3.
Don't mind me.
I think we just bounce off of this, right? I can't believe there are 10 of these out, each with different music. Yep.
I hope this works.
Toss it up. open on attacks with both of these. Try and get some life steal in here. Awkward. Super happy to see you playing Legends of Runeterra. I am having a blast, Team Awkward. We played this a bunch recently. It's been a lot of fun. I think even once Wizards of the Coast finally gets up off their butts and updates their stuff, it's still going to be a regular part of my content.
I'll try anyone.
Yes, you can choose which board you play on. It's lovely.
Blood and guts, golden glory.
I don't carry change.
Is that all?
Yeah, all the boards have different songs, I believe.
By all means, get in my way.
Comes in, Crimson Disciples, no joke. Do I just be resource efficient and play a 5-drop here? I think so. Do I have a favorite champion? I love Fizz. He's great. I'm happy my life is going well and glad to support you. Thanks for the quarter of your Master Will. I appreciate it. Welcome back.
Who's gonna get in my way?
Who's gonna get in my way?
I love a taste of the action.
Fish out of water.
What do we think of these blocks? John Hangner, thanks for re-upping that Prime support. Welcome back. Hope you're having a great Thursday wherever you're out in the world. I think I like these. It's gonna end with me at 15 and those 6 dying. You'd put the 1-3 in front of the 2-2 for Withering Whale. It's an interesting thought. So I do this, I lose 1 more life, but then it sets me up for the other thing to sweep better next turn. Yeah, I like that.
Time to go. Mother.
Yeah, the eye shows you exactly how combat's gonna play out. Gives you lots of good information. It tells you how the stack is gonna work too, if there's things waiting to resolve on the stack. I think I'm going to play Abyssal Eye and then just hit them with 2 elusives and draw 2 cards. Because we can play this on their turn next turn, even if they open on attacks.
I like your style.
I like your face.
This is a downside to not playing this right away, because now I'm going to take 2 from dealing damage to this, which is unfortunate. 22 cards left in my deck. Yikes. One of the downsides to the way I got talked into blocking last turn is this not dying means I didn't get to gain 2, which is a big deal. There's a good chance we're just dead here. Feel I didn't prioritize getting this killed.
Got something for him. Better run. Backfired.
Look what you...
Healing Salve, I choose you. Oh, I can fling the toad for extra, can't I? They shouldn't have any one-card deal 5s here. Sick. Alright, that's a good one. Good one to end on.
The sea does not forget.
The sea does not forget. I don't think I really have any changes to make to this. I feel like I liked where we ended up at. The extra Jettison and extra Thorny Toad both felt super reasonable. Like I said, I feel like the games where you hit your enablers consistently, you're usually a pretty reasonable favorite to win. Like the games where I'm not struggling to have early plays and get tossed going early, we seem to really leverage. So like a lot of the other lists out there, like we're only playing 2 of these cards and like only have 2 Maokai, and I think having more enablers is really appealing, so you don't just like flop around and do nothing. You want to like actually get the kind of toss ball rolling, so to speak. Would I ever League of Legends? Nah, probably not. I'm too old for 8 PM based games. Maybe I could be talked into trying Valorant at some point, because I grew up playing a ton of Counter-Strike Source, and it's basically like Overwatch meets Counter-Strike. But if I'm being honest, like the last time I played a bunch of Overwatch, my hands were like physically sore after a couple hours of it, so that's probably not a good sign for my old man body. At any rate, that's going to be it for me for today. I am hopefully going to play some Magic the Gathering tomorrow. Maybe, hopefully, you know, if a patch actually happens. If a patch happens, I plan to play Historic. As for more Runeterra is gonna be play it by ear for me, because for those of you that aren't familiar with my personal life, my wife is currently almost 38 weeks pregnant, so she's due any day now. And after our daughter's born, I'm going to take a week or so off. And when I come back from my paternity leave, I'll set up a formal, consistent schedule again. And I'm going to be working some Runeterra into my consistent schedule, because I've really enjoyed playing it. So thanks everybody for watching. Got up to almost 800 people today. That's really awesome for a non-Magic game on my channel. I appreciate it. Catch all of y'all around later. Everybody stay safe out there, wherever you're at in this crazy world, especially people that are going out to, you know, protest peacefully for justice and stuff like that we really desperately need in our country and all around the world. Stay safe out there. There's a lot of insanity. Wear a mask.